I rise to take note of the response given by Senator Cormann in response to a question from Senator Rice. Around Australia there is a growing scandal with contamination being found at more and more sites. People are living with upheaval in their lives. Upheaval because all of a sudden they're found that the vegetables that they thought that they could grow and that would make their family healthy are contaminated. They shouldn't eat the eggs. That possibly there's contamination in the water that's used in so many ways in our daily lives. But their lives are also in upheaval because of the way the government is handling this crisis. And we saw this again from the way Senator Cormann answered the question, because Senator Rice put a very simple and very important proposition to him about the precautionary principle. Now, the precautionary principle sets out that when you're uncertain of a situation, you take the precaution. You don't allow people to be exposed to danger, and that is what is happening in this situation. Now, the government tries to wriggle out of this by saying, well, yes, we're supplying people with water, but we need a lot more done to protect people, not just supplying them with clean water. And the fact that the government has come up with a longitudinal study that is over 4 years reflects the problem that people are in so many of these sites, about 16 in Victoria, dozens across New South Wales. We've heard about the situation in Katherine, where you feel that nobody should drink the water at all. And what's this government doing? They are allowing people to they've just got to continue to hold their life together, try and hold their life together, while the government comes up with something. Now, surely the fact that the government says we need a study over 4 years, the fact that they say that it needs a study reveals that they're acknowledging that there could be a problem. Well, as there could be a problem, if they're committed to the precautionary principle, they should be giving assistance to these people. And from my experience in Williamtown, and remembering Williamtown, how that played out is that in 2015, we found out through estimates, and this was after I was tipped off by locals becoming extremely concerned about what they were hearing in that area, that at estimates in October 2015, they admitted that they had known about this problem for years. Then we were successful in getting an inquiry. The Senate supported an inquiry into the whole issue, a big investigation at Williamtown. But still, 3 years later, the people of Williamtown, so many of them tell me they just feel so demoralised, mental health issues are arising. A few have been able to leave, but many can't. Their lives are stranded because their property is worthless. There's been no compensation. Some of them have lost their livelihood as well as the value on their property. And this is what the government is inflicting on communities around the country because they're not giving the leadership that's needed. And remember that the people who are contaminated, people eating contaminated food, living with contaminated water, it's not their fault. They didn't know what was going on, what were the levels of pollution coming off the local RAAF base or coming out of the airports because of firefighting programs. They didn't know. But the government now knows. And this is what governments are for, is to do the right thing by the public, provide the protection, provide the assistance. And we're just not seeing that at any stage. Now, where the story even gets worse is that if you look at what the Department of Health is doing, and the Department of Defence just kind of brings this back up to us time and time again when we ask about the contamination and the impacts. What the Department of Health is saying, and the Department of Defence relies on this, is that there is no consistent evidence that the toxic contaminants cause important health effects. Now compare that with the US EPA. They've concluded that these chemicals are a human health hazard that at high enough levels can cause immune dysfunction, hormonal interference and certain types of cancer in humans. Now, what a contrast. How irresponsible is this government now acting? What an irresponsible way they're acting. Like, it is deeply shocking. There's groups coming from these communities, Williamtown being one of them, where they're taking class actions because they've given up on the government doing anything. But meanwhile, it's hard for them to hold their life together. You know, I've had young families talking to me how they thought that breastfeeding their baby would be the most wonderful thing and the best for baby. They now are worried sick that maybe they did the wrong thing in how they're raising their children. by feeding them what they thought were fresh vegetables, breastfeeding their children. And the government is responsible for this hardship.
Your time has expired.